Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Cardano, Solana, Shiba, and Avalanche in that order. And I'm going to try to get it all in within the 20-minute time frame, guys. Last night, I got all the way to Avalanche, and right at the end, it cut off on me. So I do apologize about that. And guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purpose only. You can see though on Avalanche, we hit our target perfect. We did get to talk about the downside. I didn't get to talk about too much of the upside. I think I got cut off halfway through, but we did hit this downside target. And with crypto, guys, you always want to look for these bounces, right? To get in. This is what we're talking about. And that was a very, very nice move to the upside, almost about 6.5%. So that was a nice bounce. We did get that bounce area. I still want to see that area hold up anywhere from 64 to 65, but we'll come back to that because we're going to start on Bitcoin. And like I said, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, education purpose only. Now with Bitcoin, guys, we had this bounce from the day before, but when I started yesterday's video, this candle didn't come up yet. Okay. But I was talking about when we were up here, we're going to go down. Yesterday's video, I believe I don't remember if it just started. But I think we were still on this candle getting ready to talk about this candle. I'll have to go back and look at it. But either way, guys, I did not, and this is something that barely ever happens to me. I might have had it before and I might have erased it, but either way, I didn't have it in yesterday's video, which I don't know how I could miss something like this. You can see a touch point here, and even a little bit of support here. It's a little bit off, but you can see in this range right here, I should have had something there for you guys, and I didn't. I had this range, and that is completely on me. Usually, like I said, I got the 90% winning percentage here on this channel, and this one did not work. And I'll be the first one to admit when I missed something, and I missed this one, and I do apologize for that. I cleaned up my charts on Ethereum just because of this. This happened to me, and it was very frustrating on how I missed that. I'm going to have to go back and look because I don't know how I missed it. I think it's because I was so obsessed of staying above this area and getting a candle closing above there, which we did. Okay. I didn't see the wick down, but that would have been a nice opportunity here. Okay. But to me, this is a little bit more bullish than yesterday. Now, are we out of the woodworks? No, because in the end, we did break down out of this triangle, which everybody's talking about, and I can make this line like an orange so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. You can see the orange. Here, we'll even thicken it up, make it 4 times thicker, and then you can see this line and then this triangle right here, which will make this 4 times thicker. So now you really can see this triangle playing out right here, guys, and I'll draw it up for you. Boom, triangle right here, going up into here. This should have been continued right there, okay? That was a triangle we're looking at, but in the scheme of things, we're still in this, it's kind of like a channel wedge, I would say. It's like a half wedge, half channel, because it's a channel, but then there's a little bit of an angle to it when you make it work. And we did get the wick, which we talked about when this happened back here. This could wick down and touch this area, which we did perfect. And now we wicked down out of my area of concern, but we wicked back up and closed the daily, which happened about 15 minutes ago. I wanted to see where it closed. And we did close the daily candle out of this area, so that is positive. Now let's see if the 36 200 area does hold up, and let's see if we get a bounce off this 36 36 640 area. Okay, so maybe it comes down, bounces, and goes back up. So those are the things I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I still want to clear this 39 650 area that we've been talking about forever now, all the way since we broke it. That was an area of my concern. And then maybe we can get up into this range and start looking bullish, get past this 44. And then I would be maybe looking for a little fake out at the 48, depending on what's going on the charts by then. We'll have to keep it by then. But right now, the monthly is not looking that great. So it's a big concern. The daily The daily is not doing anything special either. But the 4-hour, here's where the trading's coming in, guys. Because the 4-hour, you can see here. Let's see. I am on Bitcoin. Well, the 4-hour is actually not looking that great. Maybe I was looking at the 1-hour chart. Oh, no, I was looking at the 4-hour. You can see we're going to get some divergence here. Usually when that happens, guys, you'll see a move to the upside. We'll mark that right now. And you can see what happened. Look, we hit dead bottom right here. Then we got our big move to the upside. So the 4-hour is looking okay, but it is starting to look like it's diminishing a little bit. Let's go ahead and look at the hour chart. And let's see where we are in the hour, okay? If I can get things to work right. See, we are seeing a little bit. We're going to see this turn negative here on the 1-hour. So now we do have a little tug of war going back and forth on the hour and the 4-hour. See, we got it right there. Here, the signal. So now we could bring this down a little bit. So maybe let's just hang out in this area. So maybe we trade sideways in this area until we can get close above at least 38. I get a daily candle closing above there, and then maybe push up to this 3900, and then the 39,650 to me, guys, is a huge level. If we do clear that, then I do see us hitting these levels up here. So keep that in mind. To the bottom, if we break down, I don't want to see us breaking under this 35,400 area. If we do, then we could see these lower targets at maybe 33 or the high 32s, and then of course the lows at 29 and 28. So that could be devastating for Bitcoin. We already spent 7 minutes talking about Bitcoin, so I'm gonna have to move on here. But let's real quick before we move on, let's go ahead and erase this. Moving averages, guys, where are they? They're way up here. So we got some time to talk about that. We're not there yet. All right, so let's move on to Ethereum. Guys, I cleaned up my Ethereum chart for you guys. We're going to look at the daily first thing we're going to do. Another one here. I had this area right here for support, and I'll show it to you because I ended up deleting it. So I had this area. Oh, I got to change that. I don't want those lines being that thick. 2. Okay. So we had this area right here. I didn't have the 2570. I had the 2550, 2560 area. So we were a couple dollars off from that. But guys, when you're dealing with Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's hard to get to the dollar. We've done it multiple times on my channel, but it's hard to get to the exact dollar. That's why I usually front run the move. So if my move's here, people start to buy it when it gets down in this area to front run it. Okay. Also, the same thing happened where the 4-hour looked really good. Okay. Now we are in. This is more of a bearish pattern. Okay. So there's more likely to break to the downside than the upside, but we have the same similar setup here, guys, where I'm not trusting these patterns because they're breaking down and then they're just, let's see, is that, yeah. They're breaking down and then they're just faking us out. So I'm not trusting these patterns right now. I'm trusting the bigger moves within the move. So, I draw them up for you guys, but really, they really don't matter at this point because they're all just failing anyways. So yeah, we have a little channel here that we could see. I wouldn't really call this a wedge. I'd call this more of a channel. And let's see if we could get out of this thing and get above my 28.13. Now, you can see right here where we got our rejection at 27.27. Now, you look at this and say, well, Moondog, you got it from this area here. No, this was actually from the weekly, okay? So you can see right here, this is weekly. All right, so that's going to be strong resistance right here. So if we could flip that, like I said in one of my videos, I don't remember if it was yesterday or which one it was, but we get a daily candle closing above here. that would look bullish to push up to this 28 and get past this area and fly and hit this $3,000 mark. Okay, and maybe come up out of this channel and start to move to the upside, and then maybe a fake out in this red box here. To the downside, I'd be looking in this green area here. Actually, first thing is looking at the 21, anywhere from 21.95 to $2,000, basically from 22 to 2,000 in this range. If that doesn't hold, then 1920 to 1,700. Okay, so those would be my ranges. And to the upside, we could see it come out of this. And the most bullish thing would be is if we come out of this and we get rejected here, which I think we will, and then do a bounce here and then go. That would be very, very bullish. Okay, so I'm looking for a similar move like that. Now, if we get rejected here and this falls back into here, then that will be bearish. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Let's see what happens here. How much time? I've already spent most of this video just talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they're very important. They run the market. All right, we're going to go the 4-hour real quick on Ethereum, and you guys are going to see something similar to what happened with Bitcoin, where you see this hidden divergence right here. It hasn't popped up, but anytime you see it hidden, you can just draw your line here. Listen, guys, you got to have an eye for this too. Okay, so make sure you have an eye for this. Now, you can see the same thing happen. Boom, we hit bottom as soon as we got that signal. And then there was a nice move from here all the way up to about 5% really quick. Okay, but here's the problem, guys. Short term, looking okay. But if we look at the daily, we got it back here. And then you can see the dump. So if we move this line over one time right here, you could see the dump-ola party started. So right when this candle closed, dump-ola happened. Okay, so there's good and bad in this chart. So I'm thinking a little sideways, and on the hour chart, we're starting to see a little bit of diminishing going on. So there could be a tug of war with the 4-hour and the hour chart. So keep an eye on that, guys. I want to see us stay above 25.72 on Ethereum, and let's get a 4-hour, a couple 4 hours candles closing, or even a daily would be better above 27. Or yeah, 27.27. Okay, and that's it for Ethereum, guys. Matic, we had our little wick down here at 147, but I didn't care about that. As long as we closed above 150, which we did, we got the candle closing above 150. We got rejected right at my 156. I didn't touch any of this. This has all been the same. This was my buy area though. Okay, so if you would have bought in this area, this was a great bounce area. That would have been a nice 6% move. Yes, this was a nice little buy zone, and we could see a little bit. We could see it back here. You could see the support right here. If we draw that line from back here, look, boom, boom. You can see where that came in, and we got the bounce there. I still want to see it hold above 150. If we get a daily candle closing under 150 or what I say, 149, then yeah, I could see us going down, downhill from there. So far, that hasn't happened, so that is good news. Now we're on the 4-hour chart already. So what can we see? Anything special? Same thing as everything, hidden divergence. The hour is probably going to look the same. So Bitcoin is controlling the market right now as we speak. Altcoins are definitely not controlling the market. Bitcoin is running things. Now, altcoins had a nice little pump because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin did the exact same thing. But you can see the hourly is not looking that great. But the 4-hour is looking good. And so that is always positive. The daily, same thing as Bitcoin. Yeah, we're not seeing it. The daily's actually, it's just kind of just hanging in there. So maybe a little sideways and try to figure out where the market's going to go. I wish I would have made this video later tonight. Later tonight, we'll probably have a little bit more confirmation on what some of these moves are going to do. But right now, it's just a tug of war I'm seeing, okay? Now we're going to move on to Cardano. Let's see, Matic. To the upside, I just want to see, let me just talk about Matic real quick again. To the upside, get a daily candle closing above 156, and then maybe move up to this area right here, coming in right around 161 to 163, and then hopefully pop above 166. And let's just stay above 150. Now we can wick it, guys. I wouldn't want to see us make a new low at 147. So let's see if we can stay above 147. But as long as we don't close a candle, each candle represents a day on this chart. So as long as we don't get a daily under there, to me, this is still looking okay. Cardano, how much time do I have? Oh, I only got 5 minutes. I got to make this quick. All right, so Cardano, we can draw this little trend right here. This is on the 4-hour. Let's see if we break this trend. Trends on Cardano have been really nice to me, really good to me. We traded these a lot. So let's see if we can break this trend and go to the upside. To the downside, let's see if our dollar holds up, our $1.02, our $1.03 short term. This is what I want to see hold up. To the upside, let's get a daily candle closing above the 108 and the 110. Okay, let's clear that zone and then maybe push up to maybe first target would be right around 116 to 118. Okay, so within this area here, 116, 118. Come on. 116, 118. That area there would be my area for the next kind of major pullback if we do break to that upside, okay? Solana's looking good, guys. We broke off my trend. We drew this little trend in the video the other day. I should have extended it, but we didn't need it because we hit my target zone at 95. We got the bounce there, and now we got back up to 102. So let's see if we can clear this 102. Get back up into the 104, 107 range, get back above there. And just, I want to see us get above 116, okay? So let's see if 95 holds up. Let's extend this trend. You can just extend it by hitting settings, trend line, extend to the right. Okay, boom. So let's see if this trend can hold up. You can see it start here, kept holding and holding and holding. So maybe we get another bounce there and go. And short term, yeah, 95 and 102. So let's see if that breaks. That's what we're looking at for Solana. You guys can draw up that trend. SHIB, this 2000, 2010 area. This is an area that we always talked about holding up. It broke down from the 230, but we did have a nice move to the upside. But we did hit our target at the 2083 area, which we nailed perfect. So I would like to see that area get cleared and then work our way back up into this golden area, anywhere from 2120 to 2140. And then let's see if the 2000 area holds up, and let's see if the 2030 holds up on the daily chart. Okay, I don't want to see a candle closing under 20,000. If that happens, then yeah, we could see this 19 area, or even down here back down at this 18 area, which would be a great opportunity. Let's see. Am I going to get AVAX in again? Yes. AVAX, Avalanche, guys. We nailed this one perfect. This is on the daily. We hit the target perfect within the 65 and 64. And now look at this. We're currently getting a bounce right off the 67, where I was going to tell you guys I want to see if the 67 holds up. And currently right now it is. So that is a good sign. Let's see if the 67 holds up. If this doesn't hold up, we get a 4-hour candle closing under here and then opening and getting rejected. Then I would look for this 66, or maybe even back down to touch this 65 area. Okay. To the upside, let's first thing we want to do is always create a new high. So we'll mark this area right here. Why is this not working? Okay, boom. So we always want to create a new high, which I came in at 69.23. And then from there, I want to see the 70, 72, and then this main area that we've been fighting with, this 70, anywhere from 73 to 75. Once we clear that area, then we could talk about this 87 and 97 and these bigger targets that we've been talking about, okay? Yeah, I think that's it for tonight's video, guys. We can go back and look at the daily on, let's see what we got. Anything? No, everything's looking the same, guys. So Bitcoin's running the show. So let's just keep an eye on Bitcoin. Guys, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I'm going to put my link in the description. Make sure you guys thumbs up and sub to the channel, guys, please. We're trying to grow this channel. I want to go live and start charting things live in front of you guys. Okay, but I said I'm not going to do that until I get to 1,000 because I want to have a lively chat room. So much love to you guys, and peace out.